Could you tell us what were not only the physical experience that you had going through back pain and sciatica, but also the emotions? Then could you tell us, what are you now? What things you were not able to do before, and what things are you able to do now?
I'm a super independent person. So when I injured my back, or when the back pain really started, and it was just one little twinge, quick move that kind of set it all out of place, which is what I'm now understanding is oftentimes what happens. And I had over the years little twinges of pain with the line of work that I do, being a nurse, on my feet all the time, poor body mechanics, poor assistance for lifting with larger and larger patients, and then rushing all of the time. I had gone through little stints of chiropractic assistance, physical therapy. They've always gotten me back to kind of feeling a little better, but there was always the underlying pain in the background. So when this happened and, a little movement set everything off again last fall, I couldn't even bend down to pick up my pants. I could barely walk to the bathroom, could barely walk downstairs. And so the emotional toll that took on me as an independent person, working full-time, mom to a 5-year-old, wife to a husband who has his own chronic health problems and is not as able to do things, kind of just came pouring on. You're wondering if you're ever going to get better. You're feeling depressed because I am in my mid-30s. I want to be out and doing things and contributing to my home and to society, with friends and all of those things. So the depression really sunk in, and I had some very low days. So while I was sitting on my couch, unable to fully sit in a way that I wanted to, also, I used to have to sit on the very edge of my couch and only really get up for the bathroom, super important things. So I came across the program on TikTok, and I'm going to be honest, at first I thought it was a scam, because how is this too good to be true, right? But the more and more I kind of looked into it, and I saw the testimonials, and then I saw all of the detail that really went into it, I said, you know what? I've got nothing to lose, because I've done the things that we consider conventional. I've done physical therapy. I've done injections, 2 of them. I've done chiropractic and all of that. And it never got me back to a baseline level of manageable or no pain. So I signed up, and, it's a lot to take in the beginning, and then we just get, little by little. And there was, a lot of support. So even with it being an online program, there was a ton of support. I like to joke sometimes too much in terms of it coming from different places, the text message groups and things like that. But it's always there. And then it is also, the Facebook group that we also have access to is nice to see other people's success stories too. So I totally saw that it was not a scam. After the 28-day challenge, I signed on for the full thing. So if you're on the fence, the 28-day challenge is a great way to kind of get yourself accustomed to it and really get in and see what it's about. But after that, I was fully convinced that it's great. There were some weeks that I didn't work as hard as others. And I have to admit that, but we're all human, and we get back on the train. And now, over a year later, I am in such a better place, living my life as normal as I want to right now, with no pain, no limitations, because of all the trauma that experience did cause me. There's always that worry in the back of my head, but the movements and the core activation and, the safe movements have kind of become a way of living, and they're always in my mind, and it's become second nature. I have had moments where I flared up, where maybe I did too much. Maybe I didn't think about what I was doing. It's just life. But I got through the flare with the program. So I highly recommend.
Oh, this was amazing, Kelly. We are so happy for you.
Thank you.
And your testimonial, great, because as it helped you when you were trying to make a decision. Your testimonial is going to help others to make a decision. Thank you very much.